Hello guys, today I will show you here on Wine dev tools for especially for editing, for creating new game content. So let's start. That is the folder. This folder is just tools for editing and open and editing Hero client game files. So that is the let me see. So that is from MP3P mesh to OBG. That is DXT professional. That is DXT professional editing, because if you use this entry viewer, after you extract the texture will be in the BMP file, which because some of the textures, when it's like example the character hair or character weapon have a specific places in the texture, they must be transparent. But when you extract this texture to BMP file, it's set on this transparent space in the texture, is add like a color, and in two words is broke the texture totally. That means you must clean out these areas and etc. So that is the tool. That is professional tool, guys. How you can see here, we don't have exe file. Here we don't have exe file, because this tool, this is from DXT to PNG converter, I mean. So this tool is work with the commands. So that is the text file, and now commands they're inside in the text file. But now let's open entry P mesh file. Okay. Okay. Now from here you go in is the menu, open, and I have already so how you can see, guys, the hero editor is like 565 megabytes, and they must be here, release. So how you can see, guys, that is the entry P mesh file. How you can see, these files I already convert them in OBG file, and that is this MTL file. That is the file specifically for the texture, which is mean if you don't have this MTL file, you cannot add a texture or existing texture to this 3D model. So let me see here, backup. Okay. So I have here, that is the texture, how you can see. Let me open it. Okay. That is the texture. That is the texture. That is totally new texture. That is not the original texture. That is totally new texture. I create this texture, and that is the N3P mesh file specifically for this this gate is located in Dragon Castle. So let's open it now. So this gate is located where is the event manager in Dragon Castle. So that is the 3D. That is the 3D. And here we can see the structure. Here we can see the structure on a 3D file. But all these textures, all these 3D models, they're low polygons, because I was do already a test to like example to make this object like with high polygons and opening the game. But when this texture is this 3D model, when it's high polygons, the texture in the game the 3D object or model is broken. So now I already opened it. That is how it looks like. So this gate actually is constructed from two parts. That is part one, and the second part is at the finish on this gate. So let's instruct now. Let's instruct now the 3D file. So save as favorite. And from here, you're looking for waveform. No, we're looking wavefront OBJ. Save. Okay. But now, let's see what files we created. So that is the N3P mesh file, which is a game file. That is the same file but in OBJ. And that layer, MTL layer, that layer is for the texture. This layer is telling on this 3D object, like example on an OBJ file, which is this file. This file is telling on a 3D model how to apply this texture to the 3D model. So now I need to open the MTL file, and I will open it in a very easy way. But for that, I remove this file here on a desk, on my second desk. I mean, let me copy it, paste. Okay. Okay, and now now on a texture I have a name which is the same name how is exactly the name on the model, but I need to because here in the file I cannot show you guys because I mean that way very easy you can see how you can okay, let me show you just the part. So that is the material, the name. So now we need to change because now it's DXT and I must change it to PNG because the texture is PNG, and for that I use my table. Okay, so here we have, so now it's DXT and I must change it to PNG. Okay, so let's do that. Here will be okay, and the next one is okay, and the next one is where is located? Okay, let's see. Okay, now file, save. Okay, and now when I open this OBJ file in the software, this texture will be already there in the 3D model. So let's do that, and boom. So how you can see, guys, how you can see now the texture is applied perfectly on a 3D model, and that is how it looks like. And you can see it from bottom, you can see it from the top, from one side, from another side. Yeah. Normally in Hero, if you change the 3D object, after that when you save it, this object will be we have more polygons than the original file, and when you convert it to entry.p mesh file and paste it in the game client, and when you start the game and when you go, like example, when it's this gate, like example in Dragon Castle, this 3D object will be broken because the Hero engine cannot manage high polygons. The Hero engine can manage very low polygons. Yeah. Okay. Like example, you can, like example here, let me check something. Tools, texture converter. Now, if you don't have the texture, you go here when it's unwrap. Let me find it. Texture. I'm looking for to create UV. So how you can see, guys, that is the UV file, which in this file we saw already, here, and here, and that is the texture. So let me just make it something like this, okay. So how you can see, guys, they are the same. How you can see, this is this, this is this here is this. So the texture for the 3D object is created basic on UV file. UV file is show you exactly when is start the texture and when it's finished. But let me save it just to see it. Let's see. BMP, okay. Photos, just these ones. Okay, and now let's see the actual texture, and that is what create the software. So here the texture is already finished. It's ready to be added in the game. But here actually the texture, the UV file, is show us how exactly this 3D object is constructed. I mean, how is the details for this 3D object. Okay. I have and more. Let's see. Yeah, that is a axe. OBJ. Okay, let's open this axe. Okay, open. You go one step back, and now we open. Let's see, axe Phoenix. Axe Phoenix OBJ, and that is empty file. That must be the texture. Let's see. Yeah, how you can see, guys, I already create here. I think we can add like yeah. So that is the axe, guys. So that is just without a white. Here is with the white. And here is, this is just the 3D, the 3D, and that is the DAX, I mean, the 3D file, and here is with the texture. Yeah. And this, the tool I'm using, is a universal tool. I can open, like example, I can open like example, entry part, entry skins, and etc. But I will not show you how is work the tool, I mean, because that will be I mean, I will not discover it. I mean, it's not top secret, but I discovered on myself how I can open and edit the Hero Client game files. So that is the snow system. That is the snow system for the game. When you add, like example, this folder, which is word no snow, in the game will be no snow. When you add, like example, word with snow, the game will have a snow. That is for Christmas. Here I have another tools. I have an Hero Client database cleaner. That is the database cleaner. Here have a tutorial and guide, and that is the cleaner. That is the cleaner. That is for the Hero Cleaner. That is for the client, and that is for the server client parallel. That is for synchronization between the client and the server. And here I have some dev tools. And here some photos and videos. Here, that is some photos and videos. Some photos. So I create this snow effect, this white, blue, and pink. Here you can add like a specific snow effect, like different color, but especially in this case I use very light blue with a pink. It's like the color is snow. That means when these crystals they get wet, they release like a coloring, and this coloring is called the snow. I mean, the snow, guys. That is a texture from a real snow. I mean, and that is the new character HP and mana, and how you can see that is comparison between new files I need in the game, in the client, and that is the old files. And here I add specific effect on a portal, and here I check what is the result. So that is the desert temple fully modified it with, how you can see, guys, with colorful glasses, with stones. It's totally new. I mean, this map. And here I'm testing some of the skills, the effects on the skills, I mean. So how you can see, guys, here the HP and mana is work perfect. That is effect. How you can see that is another clip. That is all these videos. They are from Hero HD. Here I testing another animation. This, like example, you can see this animation when it's moving slowly. Okay, and here I testing animation on character that is for armor effect. I testing the armor effect, and that is Black Dragon Spear. That is the one part, and the second part is just the handle. And here is the same part with texture. So that is I create this. That is new content. I use the exist 3D model, but I create totally new texture. So I open the OBJ file and I start painting. I will not say which software I'm using here for painting. That is the background armor. That is the minimaps. Here, that is how it work. Here, that is a process converting from DXT file to PNG, like in batch. I mean, in many files, in many textures. And here you can see that is comparison. That is a 3D. That is 3D object samo. 3D object only. And here is the same object. That means this object when it's in Dragon Castle, but here is with a texture and etc. Here I do like testing with female spear. Totally new reskin. That is total new reskin on the whole body, I mean. And that is another dev tool for improving game texture. So from here I use, like example, 0 run. That's the original texture. Here is with 1 run. Here is with 2 runs, and here is 4 runs. And with every run, the texture is getting improved more and more. And here I'm testing the sound. And here I'm testing the effects. The effects for from mobs, from skills. And here I do the same testing again. Okay. And here is the software. Here is the software. Software to link 3D mesh with texture. This software you can open every single game file and change the values inside, but I will not say the name on this software too. I will keep it hidden. Yeah. So that all these tools there for a hero. Snow system. This is from DXT to PGN. This is from PGN to DXT. Here I have another DevTools for Hero. Here I have Hero Cleaner Database Cleaner. That is for the client. That is for the parallel server and the client. And here this text file is for a guide, and you have a video. That is the normal from DXT to BMP file. Yeah. So how you can see, guys, all these files, they don't have exe. You cannot start these files because they work with a code. Even if you have this folder, you cannot open it because you don't have the commands, and you don't know how to open the packages when they're inside. That is mesh converter.